Our coverage of abortion in Wisconsin continues.
Yeah, now we'll hear some reactions. We'll start with Michelle Velasquez, Director of Legal Advocacy and Service for Planned Parenthood, joining us now live. Michelle, good morning. Thank you for being with us here this morning. So let's first talk about the legality of this decision to resume abortions. A lot of people probably still have questions about how this happens, especially after what happened last year. Is this really legal to carry out starting today?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have determined at Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin that we have the legal ability to resume abortion services. I think it's really important for people to know that there was definitely a question when Roe was overturned as to whether or not that old law went back into effect against abortions. So it wasn't an automatic. And Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin's position at that time was that it hadn't sprung back to life sort of automatically, but we understood there was at least a question about that. And I think that we now have the confirmation from the circuit court hearing the Attorney General's case right now that law doesn't apply to abortions at all. And in the court's decision, it's really relying on a 1994 case from our Wisconsin Supreme Court called State v. Black that held that that statute, at least subsection 2, which is pretty much identical to subsection 1, applied to feticide and not abortion at all. And so really that's the basis for our decision at this time.
Michelle, I know that you guys are expecting to resume those services today. Do you have a backlog of patients that are coming in? How many people have booked appointments already?
I can't really give you an exact number, and I'm sure it'll take some time for services to sort of ramp back up as we have more availability of appointments in the coming weeks. However, I will just give some context that prior to Dobbs in the state of Wisconsin, there were approximately 5,000 abortion services provided annually. That's not just at Planned Parenthood, that's with other healthcare systems as well. So we would expect the sort of same numbers annually.
And Michelle, of course, this is a huge topic. How is Planned Parenthood preparing for patients and any backlash that may come from those who don't necessarily have the same stance on abortion?
So the security and safety of our patients and our staff is the absolute #1 priority. Our security department has been preparing for this for a number of weeks now, and all plans are in place, and the security measures that we need are there. We know and expect there to be maybe some more activity than normal with protests at the health centers, and we're prepared for that.
All right, Michelle Velasquez with Planned Parenthood, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
All right. Well, with this hot topic, a huge topic here, there are, of course, two sides to the story. Many people have their own opinions. We just heard from more so pro-abortion advocates with Planned Parenthood. That's Michelle, who we just spoke with. And now we want to hear from anti-abortion advocates as well.
Dan Miller, the state director of Pro-Life Wisconsin, is live with us this morning. So, Dan, we asked Michelle with Planned Parenthood, as you might have just heard, about the legality of this decision. What is your group's stance on how this moves forward?
Good morning, and thanks for having us on. We know that abortion is not healthcare. Real healthcare preserves life, and abortion destroys life, and not just the baby's life. We know that abortionists in Wisconsin have killed over 550,000 babies in the state of Wisconsin since 1973. Abortion is illegal in Wisconsin. State Statute 9404 is the law of the land. 9404 went into effect at 9/11 on June 24th, 2022, when the U.S. Supreme Court overturned the infamous Roe v. Wade decision with Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization. The Dane County Circuit Court never ruled that 9404 is unenforceable, nor did they place an injunction on it. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has announced their intentions to break the law in Dane and Milwaukee counties by resuming abortions at their 2 remaining surgical abortion centers in Wisconsin. We believe it is extremely doubtful that Dane County DA Ishmael Ozan and Milwaukee County DA John Chisholm will honor their oath of office to uphold the statute. We are left with pleading to the Dane and Milwaukee County Sheriffs, Calvin Barrett and Danita Ball, to stand up to the violence of abortion, which has targeted the Black community disproportionately since 1973, by enforcing the law that is in place.
And Dan, with that being said, how will Pro-Life Wisconsin be responding to this today? We know many people may be going to one of the clinics. Will there be rallies or marches planned?
Pro-Life Wisconsin has affiliates all over the state of Wisconsin, and we will have people on the ground, as we've had people on the ground since our inception in 1992. We will always reach out to moms and dads at the front lines of abortion centers in Wisconsin. We'll continue to exercise our First Amendment free speech rights in the public right of way at these abortion centers. And we will be the voice for the unborn babies of Wisconsin at such a critical time in their lives.
All right, Dan Miller, the state director with Pro-Life Wisconsin. Dan, thanks for being with us this morning, discussing both sides of this issue. We appreciate that. It is 6:18 here.